How to identify mosquito breeding in containers. The Aedes aegypti transmits diseases such as chikungunya, yellow fever, Zika, and dengue, and is one of the most important vectors to study and control. Knowing the different stages of the mosquito's life cycle will help to reduce the mosquito population around your home. All mosquito species undergo 4 distinct stages during their life cycle: egg, larva, pupa, and adult, with the egg, larval, and pupal stages requiring water for further development. The life cycle of Aedes mosquitoes is fairly short. The entire life cycle from egg to an adult takes approximately 8 to 10 days. Aedes aegypti eggs are laid on damp surfaces, both inside and outside the home, in areas likely to temporarily flood, such as tree holes and man-made containers like barrels, drums, jars, pots, buckets, flower vases, plant saucers, tanks, discarded bottles, tins, tires, and other containers that hold water. Adult female Aedes aegypti mosquitoes lay their eggs on the inner wet walls of containers with water above the waterline. Female mosquitoes require blood meals to produce and lay eggs, thus only females bite. Males feed from nectar. The eggs are smooth, long, ovoid-shaped, and roughly 1 millimeter long. At a glance, the eggs resemble black dirt on the inner sides of the container, usually in a line, signifying where the water level used to be. It only takes a very small amount of water to attract a female mosquito who can lay approximately 100 to 200 eggs at a time. Mosquito eggs are very resilient. If their water source dries up before the eggs hatch, they can survive desiccation for up to a year, waiting for the next large rainfall or flood to provide the right environment to hatch. This makes the control of mosquitoes very difficult. Within 48 hours, eggs hatch in water and a mosquito larva or wriggler emerges. Larva resembles a small worm with a round head and can grow up to 8 millimeters in length while feeding on microorganisms in the water. Most of the larval stage is spent at the water's surface, although they will swim to the bottom of the container if disturbed or when feeding. Within 6 to 8 days and after molting 3 times, the larva becomes a pupae. The pupal stage is a resting, non-feeding stage of development. The pupa or tumbler resembles a plump comma. They are mobile and respond to light changes or disturbances by diving in a jerking, tumbling motion toward the bottom and then floats back up to the surface. This is the time the mosquito changes into an adult. After 2 to 3 days, the pupae develops into a flying mosquito. Steps to identify mosquito breeding. Search the premises for potential mosquito breeding sites. Any container, even as small as a bottle cover, should be observed for breeding. A flashlight should be used, especially during observation of deep, dark containers, to illuminate the eggs, larvae, or pupae. A white container can be used to collect and inspect water for breeding. After identifying a potential breeding source, take actions to eliminate the site. To eliminate mosquito eggs, scrub the sides of the container with bleach and detergent using a hard bristle brush. Mosquito larva becomes adults in 7 to 10 days. If we eliminate breeding sites once a week, the eggs and larvae will not become adults. To eliminate mosquito larvae and pupae, empty, turn over, cover, or throw away objects and containers that accumulate water and remove objects that we do not need. Throw away, cover, punch holes or store tires away from the rain. Empty and keep roof gutters clean to prevent mosquitoes from laying their eggs. Change the water in flower vases and animal water bowls every 2 to 3 days. Conclusion: mosquito breeding can be identified in any water-holding container around the household. It is everyone's responsibility to search and destroy mosquito breeding sites weekly. Being proactive is the key to managing mosquito populations and decreasing the risk of mosquito-borne diseases.